Hello, all my little weirdos, and welcome back to Twisted Tales Tuesdays, where each week I bring you along on a dark and twisted story of a legend or myth. This week's episode is for my niece, so shout out to Addie for the recommendation. Today I'm bringing you along to the islands of the Mediterranean, but I have to warn you that you must stay strong and bring out all of your willpower because we are exploring the beautiful and mythical creatures called the Sirens. When you hear about these mythical creatures, I'm sure the first thing to pop into your head is the half woman, half fish version. But did you know that there is another type of siren, one that is half woman, half bird? I had no idea, and I thought that the half fish was the only siren out there. So that's pretty cool that I learned something new with this episode. So let's talk about the half bird, half ladies first, because I also learned they were the OG sirens in Greek mythology. They were said to have a woman's head on a bird's body and would sing the most irresistible songs. The Greek mythology was really mythologizing with the creation of these sirens. Apparently, Persephone, who is the daughter of Zeus and Demeter, was abducted by her uncle and forced to marry him. Her own uncle. Disgusting. Her uncle was Hades, and the underworld is where she was expected to serve as his queen. But as a goddess, she did have her own little companions. Think of rich people having maids and nannies, sort of like that. Those companions were supposed to protect Persephone, but unfortunately, she was taken by Hades under their watch. There are two different stories on how the sirens gained their wings. One says they were being punished for not protecting the goddess good enough, while the others say that they were given the wings to aid in finding her. In both of those interpretations, Persephone's mother, Demeter, was the one who gave them the wings, so whether it be for punishment or for the aid in finding her daughter. Now, the half fish, half woman, basically a mermaid, but not really, came later, in about the 7th to 9th century. Thanks to the ever evolving world that we live in, sirens traded their wings in for fishtails. Male sirens used to be the thing until they were dubbed totally last century and replaced by women. Artists eventually changed their tubes and started making pieces with female sirens instead of male. Mainly, from what I gather, it was because of their beauty and allure. But also, just like a game of telephone, stories get changed each time it's told. The transition from half bird to half fish basically became complete in the 14th century. But between the wings and the fishtails, the sirens took on other concepts as well. Sometimes they were fully human skanks. Sometimes they were demonic. Sometimes a hybrid with bird feathers and fishtails. And last but not least, they were also dragons. And with the sirens becoming predominantly females, they are literally man-eating women. They use their irresistible singing voices to catch the attention and lure men. The sirens are usually perched on a rocky island like Little Mermaids and wait for a ship to come by. Once a ship is in their scope, they release the lovely vocal cords, kind of in an opera-style melody, causing the sailors to shipwreck or jump overboard in an attempt to get to the beautiful ladyfish. Once they get their hands on the sailors, it's game over. A siren is said to either rip them into shreds, literally, watch them drown, or leave them on the island to starve to death. Either way, they have a serious grudge on men, and that led me to ask the question, why? Apparently, sirens kill men because they see the male species as a metaphor for the consequences of lust, untamed desires, and recklessness. And to that I say, do you, sister? So that is the twisted tale of the Sirens, one of Greek mythology's beautiful creations. If you have any other twisted tales you would like for me to do an episode on, drop a comment below, and until next time, bye!